How are you doing? Epic story of tomorrow. Well, I'm going to make a fight prediction. I've actually been having good chats with Rob Cunningham, who's Brett Mayer's opponent. Now, you don't get to fight for the biggest BKB company in Britain, BKB, if you're a duck egg. And Rob Cunningham has fought Podmore. Podmore's a great fighter, and Rob Cunningham's been in the ring with him. And I'll tell you one thing about Cunningham: he can take a dig. He can take a dig, and he'll take some knocking out. I honestly believe Rob will beat Brett. I told Rob that you've got to watch out for the windmills. The thing is, this is the problem. Like, listen, it's not just about technical ability. The dangers that Brett's got is he swings that wild that the power connects, it can knock you out, and that's the truth. Where with Rob, when you watch Rob's fights, he's got a great chin. He's tough. He's tough as all boots. He's a nice fella as well to speak to. But I'm just giving my honest opinion. You've got to watch for Brett's wild throws, because it is capable of knocking people out. Now, the only problem is with bare knuckle, and Brett's going to find this out maybe the hard way. The way he throws his punches with the boxing gloves on, he'd break his hands. Now, this isn't me giving Brett advice, because listen, he's called me loads of names, and I'm not. But listen, I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in the bitterness. I'm just talking about the sportsmanship of BKB. Brett needs to learn to start punching straight down the pipe. He need to learn to do the 1-2s, because that's what wins your bare knuckle fights. Not the wild hooks, not the wild swings. You can break your opponent down mentally with the 1-2 down the pipe, breaking the nose, breaking the eye sockets, breaking the face. And the thing is, guys, when you've got your guard up with BKB, you're still getting hit. Because when the punches are hitting your hands, the hands are bouncing off your face. So you're still getting punched. Now, Brett's technique in a BKB is susceptible to breaking his hands on someone's head. Because when you're swinging wild, that is why I sometimes use my head as a block. Because it's the hardest part, it's the hardest bone in your body, the skull. It breaks your hands like that. And for me, for my advice to Brett to go into the fight would be, he needs to start 1-2s. He needs to start learning the 1-2s more, picking his shots, because Cunningham's very experienced. He's fought on the top BKB level, so he's in for a tough fight. But as I says to Rob, you've got to watch for them windmills, because listen, they're capable of knocking people out. But also with the windmills, you can roll the shots and smash to the body. That's what I would do. I would wait. And the thing is, sometimes the punches can be telegraphed. You just roll the punches and smash to the ribs. It's game over. It's very, very simple in bare knuckle fighting. See, people complicate bare knuckle fighting, and it's a very, very simple art if you know how to do it properly. And you can make bare knuckle fighting look so easy. Now, if you watched me in the Dean fight, I was so calm, I was cool, I was collective, I was breathing very nice and easy, because I was confident. But not just that, Dean actually had it in his head that I was going to come gun-ho at him, and I knew that. So my plan was, I was going to let him come on to me and counter him with the right hand, and that's what happened. But when it comes to BKB, 1-2 straight down the pipes are the most important shots for me, my opinion. You've got to watch when you're hooking, when you're throwing a hook, okay, in BKB, you have to watch, because you're capable of breaking your knuckles in your hand straight away, right? You have to connect properly, especially around the soft tissue area. I'm always with the bare knuckle fighting, I'm always a soft tissue man, right? You've got the face, and you got the body, and you got the ribs. That's your soft tissue. The side of the head and the top of the head is the hard tissue. That's where you're breaking your hands. Or sometimes when you can put your guard up, you hit the elbow, you'll break your hand on your elbow. So what I'm saying is with Brett, with the wild shots, it can either go both ways for him. He's knocking you out, or he's breaking his hands. That's the thing. That's my honest opinion. I'm not going to give an opinion on a winner, because, you know what I mean, at the end of the day, it's bare knuckle fighting, it's heavyweights, anyone can win. And Brett, you know, carries a lot of power. So, for me, it's just about, it's just about going and being calm, chill, relax. You know, let the opponent come on to you. You know, usually what I do is I'm quite a slow starter, but that is on purpose, because I'm weighing the opponent up, and I watch my opponent's footwork. I see where he's sidestepping, I read him, and I see, and then I follow it, and then I start cutting him off, because it's so simple. Bare knuckle fighting, especially when you're experienced in bare knuckle fighting, can be so simple, and things can be made so simple if you do it the right way. And I'll always say, so if I ever train fighters, and I ever trained anyone, if anyone ever came to me and says, Decca, can you train me for a bare knuckle fight? There's so many things I would teach, and the basic punch is the 1-2, right down the middle. That's it, the jab. Work off the jab. Everything comes off that jab. Double jab, triple jab, jab. But when you're jabbing, I'll tell you the perfect example. The best jab I've ever seen in bare knuckle fighting is young Joe Joyce Jr. He has a jab like a sledgehammer. Now that is how you throw a jab. Power. Break your opponent down, hurt him, you know, demoralise him. When you're getting hit with that power, he takes it out of your opponent. But like I say, Rob Cunningham's been with that Podmore, and he's a good fighter, him. So like I say, it'll be a very interesting fight, but that's my take on it, guys. So like I say, for Brett, in a respectful way, I would learn to do the 1-2s a lot more down the middle, because like I said, but listen, like I say, it's up to him, you know, it's his style, but you've got boxing gloves on to protect your hands when you're windmilling. Now listen, windmills sometimes work the overhand right. If you work the overhand right, what you do is you pick them off with the jab, maybe feint the double jab, and then come over with the overhand right. That'd work. But you got to come down the soft tissue area, down the jawline to the chin, not the top of the head, because that's where you break your hand. So that's my breakdown on that, guys, anyways. But listen, subscribe to the channel, like, and if you want to become a member for $2.99, you can. The reason why I've got the $2.99 memberships is because we have private mental health talks, and some people don't want to open up to the public, so they get to open up in the group chat, and we speak about mental health and stuff like that. So God bless, guys, and have a good day.